Hello students, welcome back. In this tutorial video, it's me Deependranath Shrestha. In previous video we have discussed about the ray diagram of convex lens, and today in this video we are going to discuss about the ray diagram of concave lens. Okay, concave lens. Convex lens we have finished. 6 different ray diagrams we have drawn at that time, and today in this video we are going to discuss about the ray diagram of concave lens. Okay, concave lens. Before drawing the ray diagram of concave lens, we have to know the rules, we have to know the laws for ray diagram of concave lens. So first we are going to discuss about the laws for ray diagram of concave lens. Okay, concave lens. So laws for ray diagram. So for this purpose you have to make concave lens. What type of lens is concave lens? Have you remember? Thin at the middle, thick at the edge. Thin at the middle, thick at the edge. That is the concave lens, diverging lens. So let's draw the concave lens. It's a concave lens. Okay, this one is concave lens. After that, you have to draw principal axis. Okay, principal axis. From the center, principal axis. Principal axis. PR axis. After that, this one is optical center. And you have to draw F to F. How to draw? You know. From the optical center, about 3 centimeter. Okay, this is 2F, F, F, 2F. Laws for ray diagram. First one, you know concave lens is diverging lens. Concave lens is diverging lens. In convex lens we have discussed, when a ray of light parallel to the principal axis incident on the convex lens, then passes to the focus point. But in concave lens, a ray of light parallel to principal axis appear to diverge from focus point. Appear to diverge, not from the focus point, only appear to diverge. Actually light ray diverges from the lens, but appear to diverge from focus point. So a ray of light parallel to principal axis. First rule, a ray of light parallel to principal axis. Let's say this is the ray of light parallel to principal axis. Ray of light parallel to principal axis diverges from the lens, but appears to diverge from focus point. That's why this focus point, this light rays part, you have to connect like this way, and here to here. That means this lens, center of the lens to focus point with the dot line you have to join, because this is not a real light rays, only appear to diverge. After that is straight line. This is the real light rays diverging from the concave lens. So first rules or first law of concave lens, a ray of light parallel to principal axis. A ray of light parallel to principal axis appear to diverge from focus point. Appear to diverge from focus point. Actually it is not diverging from the focus point. It is diverging from the lens, but appear to diverge. If we draw back that diverges light rays, then we find this will light rays connect the focus point. So we say appear to diverge from the focus point. Okay. So first rule, ray of light parallel to principal axis appear to diverge from focus point. And second rule, similar to the convex lens. Second rule, similar to the convex lens, that is a ray of light which is incident to the optical center passes without bending. Okay, so second rule same as the convex lens. Second rule same as the convex lens. Like this is concave lens. Concave lens. Principal axis, optical center, F to F, F to F. So, second rules, a light rays which is incident to the optical center passes without bending. In both concave and convex lens, same rules, okay? Light rays which is incident on the optical center passes without bending. Passes without bending. This is the second rules for concave lens. So remember, students, for the ray diagram of concave lens, we have to use these two laws. One, ray of light parallel to principal axis appear to diverge from focus point. Second one, a ray of light which is incident on the optical center passes without bending, passes without deviation. Okay, let's draw the ray diagram of concave lens. Okay, one here we draw two ray diagram of concave lens. So, first one, when object is kept anywhere, you can keep anywhere object. In concave lens, you can keep the object anywhere, but position of image, size of image will be the same. That's why we draw single ray diagram of concave lens. Okay, whether you keep the object beyond 2f, a 2f, between f and 2f, you find the nature of image, you find the size of image, you find the position of image, same. That's why single ray diagram we draw for this purpose. So when the object is kept, okay, now beyond 2f, okay, beyond 2f, but you can keep anywhere, okay, this one. So let's draw the concave lens. It's a concave lens. After that, draw principal axis. Optical center, PR axis. Find F and 2F from optical center. Okay. Now, according to the question, when object is kept beyond 2f, 2f is here, beyond 2f is here. But you can keep the object here also, here also. You find the same size of image, same nature of image. That's why we draw single ray diagram of concave lens. So here I am going to keep the object beyond 2f. Okay, AB. AB, this is object. Object, AB is object. First rule of concave lens, parallel light rays to the principal axis appear to diverge from focus point. That's why draw the parallel light rays. Okay, parallel light rays to the principal axis. This is parallel light rays to the principal axis. Parallel light rays to the principal axis appear to diverge from the focus point. This is the light rays point, this is focus point. So connect this. Okay. Here dot line, because it is not real light rays, that's a dot line. After that, straight line. This is real light rays. So, parallel light rays to the principal axis appear to diverge from the focus point. That is the first rule. Now, second rule, A ray of light which is incident on the optical center passes without bending. So from the head of the object to the optical center, passes without bending. Okay. So this is the ray of light. A ray of light which is incident at the optical center of concave lens passes without bending. So straightly. Two light rays intersect at this point. Two light rays intersect at this point. This is the position where the image is formed. So we have to join this point with the principal axis. Principal axis, okay? So here, this is image. This one is image. Okay, this one is image. So object is here, image is here, lens is here. So both image and object are same side of the lens. Both image and object are same side of the lens. In such situation, what type of image will be formed? That is virtual image. And virtual image is always erect form. So here is arrowhead, then at the top we have to make arrowhead. Arrowhead. It is a B, so here B dash is A, so here is A dash. So A dash B dash is image. A dash B dash is image. Now we are going to write the nature of image. Nature of image. So both object and image are same side of object, so it is virtual image. Virtual image. Virtual image is always erect image. Size, this is the size of object, this is the size of image. So image is small or big? Small. That means diminished image. Okay? Diminished image. At what position? Between F and O. Okay, always comes between F and O. So between, that's why you can draw a single ray diagram of concave lens. Another one, when the object at infinity. When the object at infinity. Let's draw. When the object at infinity, what will happen? So second case, when object at infinity. So let's draw concave lens. Optical center. So F to F. This side also. F to F. So when the object at infinity, we cannot keep the object on our copy. Yeah. Infinity means very far from us. That's why only light rays from the object we can capture on the lens. So light rays, parallel light rays from the far object, distant object, we can capture. One parallel light rays to the lens, another parallel light rays to the lens. Okay. So I have taken two parallel light rays from the distant object, from the far object, from the infinity object. When it falls on the concave lens, appear to diverge from focus point. So this point and focus point you have to connect like a previous case. Dot line up to the lens and then straight line. Similarly here also, from the down also same. Dot line up to the center of lens, after that is straight one. So this is the diagram, ray diagram of concave lens. So two light rays intersect at the focus point. Yeah, this is dot line, this one is also dot line, appear to diverge from focus point, appear to diverge from focus point. So two light rays intersect at the F. So nature of image will be, Both object and image are same side. Object at infinity, image is at f. That means same side of object. So it is virtual image. Virtual image. Virtual image is always erect image. And at f, that is very very small, highly diminished. Okay, highly diminished. Highly diminished. Highly diminished. And at f position it will form. At f position it will form. These are the ray diagram of concave lens. Concave lens are also used for the different purpose, like especially child or young students wear the spectacles, because of the eye problem. In such case, concave lens are used, and it is used to treat the short-sightedness. To treat the short-sightedness, defect of vision of eye, concave lens is used. Similarly, in the peephole of the door, in sometime you have seen in the movie also, in your home also may have that. At the door there will be the very small hole, and at that hole there will be this lens, concave lens, which makes small, erect and clear image of big object. A small, erect and clear image of big object. So we can see clearly who is standing outside. We can see clearly. So at the peephole of the door, it is used. That is the uses of concave lens. Concave lens. Now, magnification of lens, one term. So while using the concave lens, convex lens, sometimes image will be bigger than object, sometimes image will be smaller than object, sometimes equal also. So after using the lens, size of image became bigger or smaller. Bigger or smaller. That is the magnification of lens. Okay, magnification of lens. So magnification of lens simply defined by the ratio of image distance to the object distance, or size of image to the size of object. Actually, from optical center to object called object distance, from optical center to image called image distance. Okay, from optical center to object distance, from optical center to image distance. Image distance is represented by V, B, and object distance is represented by U. That's why definition of magnification of lens. Magnification of lens. Magnification of lens. Actually, it means image distance by object distance, V by U, or size or height also you can say, height of image by height of object. We say I by O. So this is the definition of magnification of lens. Magnification of lens, meaning of magnification of lens, after using the lens, size of image becomes smaller or bigger. How much times bigger, how much times smaller. This comparison is magnification of lens. And we can define magnification of lens like this way. Ratio of image distance to object distance is called magnification. Or height of image to the ratio of height of image to the height of object is also called magnification of lens. Okay, ratio of image distance to the object distance. Image distance means optical center to image, and object distance means optical center to object. That ratio of image distance to the object distance is called magnification of lens. Similarly, height or size of the image to the height of object is also called magnification of lens. B by U or I by O we use for magnification of lens. And remember, If magnification value of magnification while calculating the magnification, if magnification value came 1, it means size of image is equals to the size of object. It means magnification value 1 means size of image and size of object are equal. Like when we keep the object at a 2f of convex lens, of convex lens, image also formed at the 2f. That means object distance and image distance are equal. At that time, we get the value of magnification 1. This magnification 1 means size of image and size of object are equal. Okay, equal. Similarly, if the magnification value is greater than 1, it means size of image is bigger than object. When we keep the object between f and 2f of convex lens, then image is found behind the 2f of another side of convex lens. At that time, image will be magnified. So magnification value will be more than 1. So more than 1 means size of image is greater than size of object. Okay, size of object. Similarly, if the magnification value is less than 1, like a 0.5, 0.7, like this, if you got, then it means size of image is less than size of object. Like in concave lens also. In concave lens, when you keep the object anywhere, at any position, at that time we find a small image. A small image means at that time magnification value will be less than 1. So remember, magnification 1 means object size and image size are equal. Magnification more than 1 means image is bigger than object. Magnification less than 1 means image is smaller than object. Remember? Okay, students, we have finished up to the magnification part. In next video, we discuss about the power of lens and defect of vision. So for today, thank you.